Hey there, folks, and welcome back to the Carpetania campaign. Last time we exploded out of inactivity with a war declaration on Wasconia, taking their eastern section from them north of the Iberus River and securing some new territory for ourselves. We then pivoted to the southwest, looking for a war declaration on the defensive league of Tivia and some of their allies over here. Tivia would be the war target. But we spotted an opportunity that we could go for first against the nation of Carpetania, who we brutally invaded very, very quickly and very unexpectedly at Caligaris, taking their territory basically in one fell swoop with a very quick, very bloody assault. We are now marching our way over to the east, where their allies are just now getting ready to fight us, and they're kind of, I'm sure, pretty startled by what happened here. And I'm contemplating the different peace deals we could do. This is the minimum peace deal I want, but I could get more, and I could get the rest of this stuff over here to the northeast of the Iberus River and to the east of the Sicoris River, which would be a nice little victory for me. This deal by itself is only 4 AE, which is actually really cheap, and that makes me think that this more greedy deal would be actually kind of doable. But I just spent a lot of time recovering from all the AE that I accrued earlier, so I don't want to go crazy here. But we've got a very, very, very strong military that we want to put to full use, and this is exactly how we could best use it when we got these targets of opportunities like this. Plus, even though we would still have to fight Imperator eventually, this does bring us actually up to the border of Tarraconensis with Transalpine Gaul, and I am not expanding out of Iberia for quite a long time in this campaign. I plan to first conquer Iberia and all the Iberian territories, which does include in this game the Balearides Islands. That's part of Carpetania, my core region, and then I will think about further expansion beyond Iberia. But of course, the Pyrenees Mountains up here are an excellent border to control, very, very defensible, and the mountain at Libica is going to make for a great fort location, if anything else, or a choke point potentially. Road, incidentally, or Empori, both the plains, coastal side, could be great city locations. This has the Nine River. We'll talk about that later, though. I'm already thinking about my city location stuff with an enemy I'm not even fighting. We've got an enemy that we are currently fighting, and let's focus on exactly that and proceed. We also are building up our treasury for our mission, where we need to spend 600 gold on getting the mission objective complete, which will be great. Incidentally, once we get that done, this just requires trade routes, which we need a lot of political influence or free province investments available for, and we can get a free one in the relatively near future from military artisans. That's one, and then let's see. Yeah, that's not what I want. Let me search it like this. Free province. Is this going to show me? No, it's not. No, I can't search for it like that. Okay. That's fine. Excuse me. Alright, let's proceed. We'll just need to save a PI, honestly. I mean, 3 provincial investments into Letum for trade is actually something I would do anyways, so not the worst thing in the world. And then also, Wasconia is inexplicably fighting everyone in northern Iberia. I don't know exactly what's happened up here, but they are probably in some pretty serious trouble since they just lost a lot of their territory to me just a little bit ago. Continue trading away our resources. Alright. Around we come. I like how the backgrounds change when we're in the forest to be a forest background. It's kind of a subtle thing. I don't remember if in vanilla Imperator Rome does that, but this definitely feels like the sort of fine-tooth addition that Invictus would have brought in. Actually, see what's going on up there. Wasconia 1, all right. Okay, I could give these guys one more monthly tick in my territory, but I think we want to just go ahead and go for it. In terms of how to go about doing this, probably the best first target to go for is Kesse, as this keeps us near this undefended crossing, and this crossing here goes into a fort on my side, so they're not going to be able to do too much over there, at least not without me noticing. Got the enemy navy blockading me over here. That is completely fine. And let's see here. I think I was building statesmanship with her to use her as a governor. Fairly sure, at least. Although I don't really want to lose her as my magistrate. My apothecary is also a solid alternative. Let's see here. She's deceitful, but we got sanctioned corruptions, and she's ambitious and deceitful for loyalty. Her being a governor could present some loyalty problems. But man, how does she have so much corruption? Sanctioned privileges is working away at that, but this is really quite severe. What's the impact it's having? 0.04. That's enough that I think I need to replace this character. It'd be with a better finesse character as well. Alright. Oh, you know, I could impose sanctions, actually. That brings her down to 33. But it would improve things. And she's only 59. I probably have got at least another 10 years with her, likely. 8 finesse is pretty good. She has less statesmanship as well than my tax character. I could switch them around. I could make her the tax character, where the corruption would only just mean an increase in wages for her. Let me do it like that, actually. Alright, so Aesecunia Tutamala. Bring her in. Nope. Similar name, but not quite the same. Bring her in here, and then... Actually, I can just assign someone who's... No, I should focus on the statesmanship. I could bring her in here with 8 finesse, or 10 finesse with her. What's her situation? Alright, she's got crafty. High finesse characters with corruption are probably going to be safer for me to have as officers, so let's bring in Aukissa Tutamala, I think. Alright. That's fine. We did lose a little bit of a tax bonus from that, but ultimately, I think that is still worth it. Now we've got a better governor up here. What did she do with the policies? Or this one got all screwed up. Celtiberia Septentrionalis, what are we at? I think this may have been on harsh treatment before, but it doesn't need to be anymore. Hold on, wait. Septentrionalis. This can be on assimilation now, actually. And I will do just that. And this one, this is fine, because it's just one tile at the moment. I'm not going to mess around with that. Actually, I might. No, it's fine. Leave it as it is for now. We will just arrive over here in Kesse and get to work. I may... Let's see. Infantry strength, what are we at? Oh, we're at full strength again, alright. Let's just do an assault, I think. Get this thing under our control. This will be a lot of territory once the assault finishes. Very good. I'm also not getting my sacks off because I'm not micromanaging that very carefully, but that's fine. Actually, you know, I could have... I totally forgot to do that. It's fine. Micro mistake. We'll make a lot of money from selling off the nobles. And let's see. I think now the question is, all right, you know what? Let's commit. Let's go for this thing. So let's go ahead and have, now that we control this fort here, things are going to be a bit easier over here. Let's leave Habeta for last, because that's going to put us by our own territory for quick replenishment purposes. Let's go ahead and have you split off, head over to grab... Oh, we can't. It's blocked off. Okay, never mind. We will have to go through the fort after all. Head up to Also. Or, hold on. Yeah, we took about half of our strength as damage. We could actually just come into our territory and replenish the infantry. Let's do that, actually. All of my damage is just in the infantry. Let's go back into our territory and just replenish. In fact, let's go back into our territory through here and then come to ASO and then come in from ASO after replenishing for a bit. I think that's the way to do it. That's definitely the way to do it. Right, these guys will not be able to retake this very easily. So you guys just head here to control that crossing, and yeah, Rome wants my leather. How's the, okay, Rome is winning the Punic War so far. Not too surprising. What's the naval situation? 51 versus 32. But again, with Carthage's fleet, well, literally fleet of clients that have their own fleets, I think the naval situation is still probably in Carthage's favor, but they're not. They don't have the clear naval supremacy that they really should have, I feel. Fortunately, Rome and Carthage are both largely ignoring Iberia so far in this particular game, but it definitely could change at any moment. Need to be ready for that. Alright, you guys just hang out here. I'm going to find the force that has the infantry and tell this force in particular to reorganize extra recovery, or extra reinforcement, I mean. And then give these guys a couple of months doing this. Carthage. I'm trading to both Carthage and Rome while they're in the Punic War. That is the way to do it. Alright. About 100, almost 200 per month. That'll get us back up to 1,500. I think I should be doing this strategy more. Great connections with Carpetania gives us more advances, which has given us 1 innovation, because we reached level 2 on religious. Let's grab military artisans for the reasons I explained earlier. Guilds of artisans employed by the military ensure that innovation is passed down to those deserving, and provide a hotbed of scholarly thought by which our progress flourishes. Now first let me just double check. I was heading for hypocost, but I think this is a bit more important right now. Grab this. And then we go over to Toletum and get the business investment going here. Entice business investments. Alright. Yeah, because in particular what the mission needs is... Yeah, it needs the business investments, like, action to be done in specific. Yeah, I think that doing the strategy of reorganizing in my territory to regain my infantry strength is definitely something I should focus on doing whenever I can. This is a great strategy. Plus, with all my cavalry, they can screen the infantry really safely. Even though it's kind of fun playing as a nation that doesn't have strong infantry corps. For my normal strategies, really focus on assaulting forts in order to control the way the war goes and like the grand strategy. So this is kind of like, it's playing with this interesting dynamic that really, this is close enough, that really gives me a pretty sharp limitation on the way I would normally play the game. Do I want to actually fight these guys? I think I probably do. Let's see if we can catch these guys and fight them before we move over to Also and grab Indica. This is probably going to be... Okay, we'll catch at least some of them. Probably, yeah. One of them might get away, but that would be actually even better if this were a partial fight. Okay, a little bit of them got away. This probably... Oh, it was a stack wipe. Alright. I'll take that. Can I catch these guys? I cannot. Okay. That's fine. Let's just ignore them and head straight for Auso. 500 roaming around is not going to be a problem. Duel of the Chiefs. Madaganus Ambonus has been offended and insulted by Tincomatus Tutamalis for a long time now, and it seems to have reached a new height as Madaganus Ambonus demands a duel to make up for this dishonorable treatment. Certainly a duel to the death would fix the issue, but at the cost of potentially both our clan chiefs. A duel of honor would be safer, but they would continue disliking each other even after the duel. Well, this would give me more loyalty on Madaganus. Yeah, these would both bring him into disloyalty. I guess we'll see what happens here. I don't really need either of these chiefs that badly for Marshal. A duel to the death is the only way to fix this. Bloodied winner. After a flurry of blows and several wounds on both duelists, finally, Madaganus Ambonus stands as the uncontested winner. In one deadly blow, he cut deep into his opponent's chest. Tincomatus Tutamalis falls to the ground in a pool of blood, a couple of haggard final breaths leaving his lips. With the duel behind us, hopefully things will settle down among the Carpetania without any more bloodshed. Okay, well, we now lost our High Priest, who probably became the clan chief. We'll just assign... We don't have any family issues. This guy's really old, but he's also really zealous. She's a bit younger and has nearly as much zeal. Pretty corrupt, but this would, I think, be fine. Let's bring her in there. I want to have a character who I'm going to be able to build statesmanship with and benefit from for a bit longer, I think. Have I forgotten to... Hold on. I have forgotten to do some influence. I was just thinking my PI feels a little lower than normal. My mistake. I think it's every, like, 20 years, or maybe 15 years. It's some amount of time. I probably missed out on a little bit of PI there, but it's not the end of the world. Alright, and then in also... New military structure. It seems Cassie Wayanis has really taken to his job as a general, as he had started reworking the whole infrastructure of the troops assigned to him. However, with these changes, we have started to see a lot of officers and troops who are loyal to the general over Carpetania, a troubling development for what the future may hold. This is one of my clan chiefs. I'm not losing loyalty. Nope. Alright. This I can probably assault right away. I think I do kind of want to. Let's give these guys one more monthly tick and then we'll do an assault. Assaulting Hibera, with it being a level 2 fort, feels pretty out of the question, even with a breach. Maybe with a breach I get away with it. Grand Festival. In a stunning display of generosity, Kata Mandua, a well-loved member of our religious institution, has commissioned a grand festival out of her own pocket. Alright, that is 2 years of 5% more Carpetanian happiness. I will take that. Alright, breakthrough. The talent of Etitowius Wodanessos knows no bounds. In his role as researcher, he dictates that his capacity for further innovation has increased. We are sure to benefit from this situation. Okay, splendid. That's another invention. I think at this point, let's see. I think at this point we just want to get down to hypocost. Code of Rights. An established code detailing the rights of every non-landowning member of our society is likely to please the majority. Extra Freeman output. Very nice. Alright, we got our monthly tick. Let's go ahead and do the assault. We have one more trade route now from population, I assume. Alright, what do we want? We can get quite a few things here. Ooh. Glass would be great. Great. We can reach Roman glass. Let's go for it. It's also quite valuable too, which is nice. Alright, come on. This is a big assault, but I am hopeful that we can pull this off. Wow, we really did not pull this off. That was kind of a disaster. Yikes. Alright, my assault luck was spent early on, I see. Alright, well, we at least damaged their garrison quite a bit. And although my cav can't assault, they can maintain the siege, so we'll just let it continue, I think. Rebuild up our morale. That's a shame. Supply shortage. Alright. We have another trader. Oh yeah, commercial ventures, that's right. Okay, what do we want now? I wish I could get a second glass, because the glass surplus bonus is really good. But for now, I think we just want to trade in for value. I mean, I could get fruit for the loyalty bonus, but I don't think that's super necessary at the moment. We already have double livestock, we have double olives. Oh, actually, what does the green mean exactly? Does it mean, I don't know exactly what that means. Oh, I think the green means that we are producing it locally. Yep, that makes sense. I could get double fish. I don't really have enough room for that right now. Let's just go for gold. Trade with Massilia. I could actually look for an ally that's not in Iberia, but a big, like, kind of geopolitical ally. Massilia feels like kind of a natural ally for me, to be honest. They are fighting everybody. Allied with Secosia. I think with a little bit of finagling, they might be able to see this as a possibility. Massilia would be a really obvious ally for a war that I could do with Carthage later on. Okay, Carthage lost the Punic War. No huge surprise there. They did keep Malta, though. So that's something. Yeah, Rome didn't grab this stuff here. This has the wonder, doesn't it? Yeah. The Punic tomb. You can actually see the picture. Alright. That's fine. But yeah, I think that I've got a lot of ally slots that I'm just not using for anything. Having a big, powerful ally could be a solid idea. We shall see. For now, though, I think keeping the diplomatic flexibility of having no allies at all is a better idea for me under these circumstances. Got a breach. What do we have here? Oh, we have 600 gold now. Okay. Alright, expanding the minor workforce. The growing wealth of Carpetania Meridionalis is not matched by its infrastructure. Voices are now being raised for furthering the development of the province so that more slaves can be brought in to man the mines. Okay, we can finally get this mission over with. We get 9 slaves in the mines, spread across them. Not amazing, but the infrastructure we did to get this was ultimately fine. There it is. And now we can do this once we have the trade routes. We can also get this now if we have 300 gold. I suppose we may as well, because metals or minerals. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. What's this do? Oh, actually, it's in the non-mineral locations. It can add more minerals. Okay, I guess we'll see if we can get away with that. Also, the city at Acroluca, I think I want to switch away back over to Hemeroscopeon. Also, this, I don't know if this port was here before, but I don't need this to be a port, to be completely honest. Yeah. Yeah, I want to switch this back. Once I've got enough loyalty, which I currently don't. It is what it is. I couldn't make it not a city anymore. I think it's better just to do that now. Although again, you know, am I being too... let's leave it for now. Let's leave it for now. Worry about it later. Having some food shortage problems once again. My greedy chief is keeping all the food for his army only. No sharing allowed, I guess. We got a breach, but now all of our strength is gone. We have 0.26. I mean, at least the breach will help us get the siege done faster, but this is still going to be a grueling little war here. But you know what? This, I think this is a good objective, is to go for the entire thing, because then we can sell off 3 sets of nobles. Siege of Auso is 1. Alright, that's pretty good. Let's swing in here, grab these guys, then go to there. If they're going to slip away, that's fine. Okay. We'll try to catch them before we leave so they can't take Indica back. But I think we should be okay. Oh, you're going to just meet me there. Alright, works for me. Then we'll head down to Hibera and get that siege going. That's going to be a really miserable siege. We'll probably... there's the stack wipe. Let me actually leave behind a cav force to do the siege, and everybody else head to Hibera. But then I'm going to do something a little weird. I'm going to actually split away the infantry, in particular, and have them head to Cadessos to recover in my territory and do reorg just as a separate force. I think this is the way to do it. So we get some progress on the Hibera siege, but then the infantry can come in later for a little bit of assault power if we needed. Alright. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, it's kind of fun to play this nation where my normal strategy of just focusing on infantry and doing assaults, like I did in the Rome campaign, is just not really available to me. I have to use my infantry really, really precisely. It just adds, because, you know, I still have strong armies with a lot of strength, like these cavalry armies, but they really are just, they're kind of, it's kind of like not lined up in the right way for it to be min-maxy for me, which is fun, because I love the challenge of having to find weird ways to min-max even with that handicap, you know. So that does work for me. But these guys, ooh, that'll be a stack wipe. I hope. If it's not a stack wipe, we're gonna... Okay, we're good. Alright, now we get to work on this very long siege. these guys I'm actually going to have just swing all the way around to here, and then we'll cross over when the time is right. Okay. Can I get away with lowering fort maintenance? I think I probably can. I think I've killed all their armies, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm just going to go ahead and play it safe. No reason to throw this thing right at the very last minute for no benefit at all. You know, you come here and then do reorg and then move. Alright, there we go. Now I would like a couple of those events where I get more political influence. Waiting to get enough for 2 more of these business investments is going to be really painful. Okay, incendiary slave speaks in Presuina. A hot-headed slave with a talent for oration by the name of Bur Titel has been stirring up his fellow bondsmen in the settlement of Presuina. The local authorities have so far managed to keep the situation under control, but the brazen fool continues to hold forth on the corruption and unfairness of the political system, with Procusa Carusus receiving honorable mentions. The slave population of the entire province of Ilergetia has by now heard of his exploits, and the city elites and slave owners are demanding immediate action to ensure the status quo is not disturbed further, and any slave rebellion is crushed before it can be allowed to ferment. Let's see. This would be fine. Loyalty on my governor is good as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for this. Round up the troublemakers and his supporters and crucify them. You know, I wonder if actually recovering this manpower is even necessary. We're progressing through the siege pretty briskly. We could do a little assault at the end of it to speed things up. Unaffordable capital. Well, we've already committed. Let's play this out. Getting the siege here with no infantry would actually be kind of funny. It's like the ultimate sign of disrespect. Like, not only did you build this level 2 fort, but I sieged it with an army of horses. What? Wait a minute. That's why this is going so fast. 9-day siege phases? Oh, wait a minute. Food supply. This province is starving to death. No wonder this is... Okay. I was just about to say, am I playing on speed 800? Like, why is this siege progressing so quickly? It's got 9... That's like a fraction of the normal siege phase length. Okay. No wonder they're having so much trouble. I'm sieging a completely, like, food-barren fortress here. Okay, well, never mind. I don't think I need to do reorg. I'm just going to end up losing the manpower. Okay, well, we're good to go. We're going to win the siege in just a couple of ticks here. Maybe even sooner. And you know what? This time around, I'm going to make sure that I get the sack. You need to leave. Detach. 22nd of July. 18th of July, okay. Anybody else who's got more than 8 martial? Or more than 9 martial, I mean. Okay, no. Untiring devotion. Alright, more stability. Alright, now it's being led by him. I guess we can just do a little assault here. May as well. Progress things even further. Oh, I didn't even realize. So I do want to sack this and damage this, because this location here is not a great city location, and I've got the... Well, it's okay. You know, it's... man, I don't know. Maybe keep it as... I think there's better spots, though, in this province. Of the people, our careful attempts to woo the highly skilled stateswoman Carta Mandua Tutamala has encountered a hitch. Being a true woman of the people, Carta Mandua has decided to invest in the creation of a beautiful monument to please the Carpetanian people. To complete this mammoth task, she requires a large number of able-bodied souls. If we were to provide such assistance, she would surely be in her debt. I think I can actually I mean, this is a little absurd, but 55 PI for 5k manpower is actually a trade I'm able and comfortable making right now. Ooh, this is actually... Okay, so although this... Oh, man. These are two good options. This is basically free. Like, this amount of money is so easy to get for me. However, and this is only a little bit more, I don't really have manpower shortage problems, so unless Carthage and Rome declare an unholy alliance and attack me right after I do this, I think I can probably get away with this. I've got a lot of manpower recovery. Why not? Alright, so now we immediately reinvest into business investments in Carpetania, and then we save the rest for the next round. I think I do want to assault this, actually, because this is peopled by population that I'm not going to really easily be able to deal with. Alright. We got a mercenary company coming in here. Not great. This needs to hurry up. I'm worried they're going to take the stuff back over here. We'll see. Ooh, peace imminent. Calls for peace have been declared. But with this crazy fat... Like, this is weird. Like, we have... The siege timer is really fast, but now that we're at 20%, it's not really, like, progressing the siege very fast, you know? It's like the timer is fast, but the actual progression is the same. It's like this critical foods... Oh, here it is. Never mind. I retract my whinging I was about to do. The sacking of Hibera. There we go. Procusa Carosus has led us men to glorious victory during the siege of Hibera. The enemy flee in disgrace, and all that is left is to decide on how to treat the residents within. Needless to say, these spoils of war are likely to cause those back and to let them to admire Procusa greatly. But leaving such wealth in the hands of one man can cause problems in the future. Okay. What can I get away with down here? 18 population. I get away with a lot over here. None shall hide. Just ravage this little location here. Okay, that is that. Now let's see exactly what this is going to cost me. Ooh. Ooh, my gosh, it's so expensive. 30 AE. I said before 20 to 25. Okay, so this puts me up to 43 AE. So all of my recovery that I just did is now completely reversed. But the territorial expansion here is pretty wild. In just 2 episodes, I will have added another, like, 4th to my nation, more or less. And this territory has good defensive borders. I'm getting rid of old rivals of mine, so that's pretty handy. And when I have an opportunity to attack Emporion to get that, I can. Then I control this edge of Telekinesis. I think this is the move. I think we gotta go big or go home here. Again, just taking this stuff over here, still not a bad option. But I want to take full advantage of what I've invested so far. And again, the earlier I conquer the territory, the more time I have to improve it, to invest in it, to convert it and assimilate it, and make it a part of my strong Iberian core. Whew, man. Here it is. Okay. The Iberian local power of Carpetania accepts our generous peace offer. Carpetanian Wasconia to Carpetania, Illyricaonian Cassitania to Carpetania, Cassitanian Cassitania to Carpetania, and Cassitanian Indicatia to Carpetania. Alright, everyone goes straight to jail. Levy gets lowered. This should help with my war exhaustion problems I'm having now. Oh, right, because it was... Right. Okay, and then, now we have to deal, let a day go by, let's deal with this mess that we've just created. We've got the big Carpetania name, that's pretty good. How's it comparing? It's bigger than the Carthage name, and it's almost as big as the Rome name. I'll take it. Measuring name size is, of course, the ultimate sign of civilizational achievement. Okay, so, let's figure out how to make sense of all this new territory. So we already dealt with Illyricatia, which is fine as it is. Okay, Wasconia, this definitely needs to be on religious conversion. It moves the capital up here, but I actually want the capital to be at Carta, which I will do now, because there's no more territory to move the capital around. Alright, 30 loyalty. This is sustainable to be sure. We have the crossing in Iaka. This is actually the right distance from Carta as well, so we want a fort up here to control this crossing for sure. Move the capital over here to Carta. And then destroy this fort. And let me actually go ahead and preemptively trade for stone, because I will do some building projects now. Let me trade away the dates. I just traded the dates back. Nope, no. All right, actually, I guess it doesn't matter if it's an internal trade or not, because I'm going to trade back before I unpause. Okay, we need to build a fort at Carta. Fortify this right away. I will make it a city as well. This can probably stay as a port. Nah, I want the money right now. I know ports do provide some bonuses for the tile, but I want the money more. Farm up here for grain is probably fine to keep. In fact, it's definitely fine to keep. Then a mine here for stone. This would be fine as a stone mine, but I would rather have it be a fort to control this crossing. This is a very, very defensive location. Happy to build a fort there. Okay, the Pyrenean Pass. Fort defense, commerce value, and even less combat width. Yeah, this is a really, really tight pass here. Holy moly. Combat width of 10. Oh my god. No one's squeezing through here. Alright, that's pretty good. And then over here... Alright, so first and foremost... capital stayed at Hibera, which might be fine. I think Kesse is actually a pretty solid capital location. It's the right distance from Indibilis if we want to keep Indibilis as the city over here. I think I said before that I may want Kelsa to be the city. Not 100% sure what I said before. Yeah, Kelsa is the right distance from Beia Desolata. It's a bit close to Prasuina, but there's no other good location on this side. So I guess with that in mind, Indibilis is the right distance from Arce. So maybe I keep Indibilis as the... Yeah, because it's coastal, it's on a large river, even though it's not plains. There's no pop size issue because it's hills and not like forest or something, so Indibilis is fine. And it's in a really strategically good location at the edge of the river as well. Yeah, let's see here. If only this was plains, it'd be so much better. So with that in mind, Hibera does not really need to be a city. I could keep it as a city, because it is already one, but I don't really... Kesse is a better distance away from Indibilis, and it's in a more central location for the province. Yeah, I think Kesse is a better spot. Laeta is also a pretty good spot. Also, these are both coastal plains with a minor river. Let me think about this for a minute. If Laeta was the city, I could have Laeta and Kesse both be cities eventually, in all fairness as well. The other question is going to be, what's the capital over here? It's not going to be Oregia, that's for sure. I think Empori is the best capital location here. It's coastal plains with a minor river, and the fort coverage. If I have a fort in Empori and then maybe a fort in Urgeam, then that's too close to Aso then. But then I don't need a fort in Aso because I control this stuff over here. In fact, I might destroy the mountain fort in Aso and move it to Urgeim, because then this controls this territory here, and then a fort in Empori controls the other side of it. Yeah, that's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. This is a great choke point, but now I control more territory beyond the choke point, so I don't have any more money, though, is the issue. Well, I might. Actually, let me check and see if there's buildings I can get rid of. Slave estate can go. The farm can stay. The farm can stay. This fort might go. We'll come back to that. This port can go. This port can go. This farm can stay. Okay. Build the fort. What else do we have up here? This fort will almost for sure go. And yeah, it definitely will go. Mine for base metals can stay. Farm for fish, that's fine. Provincial legation can go. Slave estate can go. Oh, actually, I'll build it later. For glass in a settlement is kind of interesting, but okay, we'll worry about that later. Mine can stay. Legation can go. Okay. Yeah, I think we plan for Empori to be the city of your... I mean, I could have Ode as a city as well, but I'd rather just have cities in really good locations. So Emporia as a city is the right distance from Laeta, but then there's a gap in my coverage here, because then these two are unfortified. I could also just have a city in Kesse eventually. I think let me move the capital to Laeta for now. Kesse is already fortified, though, is the issue. Yeah, I mean, I could have Kesse as the capital and then Laeta as another city. It's a bit close to Kesse, but, you know, that's fine. And then if Laeta was fortified as well, then it lines up with Empori. Let's make Kesse the capital, I think. Any other reason to not do it like that? Also, Kesse is fairly large. So yeah, it's already got some population here. Salt versus fish. Okay. Let's move that. And then Hibera I'm going to decommission as a city. I can make a lot of money by selling off all of its infrastructure here. Oh. I can now do prospecting. Yeah, you know what? Let me come back to that in a moment. Revoke from Hibera. Alright. This can now be just a... I guess we'll see if it stays earthenware or what. Okay. And then... This is fine. I'll look for my target of opportunity. I'll look for my moment of opportunity to attack Emporion. It's not going to be right away. Yeah, that is looking pretty good. Okay, and then I guess I may as well... I have to still sell the nobles as well, but... Let's give this a try. So, Contestania, Meridionalis, let's see if we get some materials down here. It has come to our attention that there may be more deposits of metals and minerals in Contestania Meridionalis than those we have already found and developed. If we are willing to fund a large-scale survey in the area, we may well uncover new finds that could be profitably developed. It's going to take, let's see, 1 year? Okay. That's fine. We're going to have to wait a while for getting the PI for the next trade route anyways. And do we want to bother with this? No, because again, Poyentia is not a great city location. I mean, that bonus permanently would be pretty strong if it was in a good location for a city, but yeah. We're going to ignore this stuff over here. What's this going to require? This just takes 1 year, and then we get a bunch of stuff for free. Toiletum getting that bonus permanently is really strong. Like, this is the reason, by the way, why, for as much as I've complained about the Pearl mission, like, these permanent bonuses are actually really, really good, right? 10% civ level from this. Keep in mind that I did all this effort of getting civ level into Toiletum for the 10% civ level from the Codify State Lands, and this modifier I get into Toiletum permanently gives 10% civ level and also 15% manpower, 2 more city building slots. This requires Erabiaka to have city status. Let's start like planning ahead. Where's Erabiaka? It's around here somewhere. Having so many locations that you don't know where anything is anymore is kind of like a first world problem. Alright, pulling out the find location. No, that's not the right one. Oh. Does find location not work because I've got the music player plus mod? I want to look at the hegemony. I want to look at the find location thing. Oh, it literally, okay. It literally makes it appear on the thing. Alright, so making it a city, what else do I need to do aside from that? That's not the right one. City and have 3 libraries. Holy moly. This does give me a very nice 10-year bonus of Omen power. But mainly it's to get down here. 10 years of... No, 1 year of population output. Urbiaka can become a major pilgrimage site. That's interesting. Urbiaka is in kind of an odd location. It's right in the middle of a bunch of other good city locations. It in and of itself is not a great location, but I guess the mission wants us to focus on it like that. Let's see. So this would require this very easy 150 gold. And then I think all we need to do at this point is just do one of these 3. Yeah, one of these three and the other two are not allowed. What would these do? These are all focused on boosting up the shrine city we built in Urbiaka. Let's see. We got a bunch of people in Urbiaka. Give it a permanent modifier. We can make Urbiaka into an independent country. Okay, interesting. Or... yeah, these are all different bonuses. Well, that's a little odd, but I guess that's fine. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Wasn't there? Oh, this is still held by. Yeah, I need to desecrate this so I can build the Belisama shrine somewhere else. I might build the Belisama shrine in Toletum, to be honest. I'll think about that more. Anyways, let's go ahead. We got our guys all lowered. Make sure we're not paying for our forts. And our army is not being paid for either. Alright. Now we can go ahead and trade out of stone. Wait, hold on. Did I not have double stone the whole time I was doing these buildings? Alright, you know what? Let us remedy that. Let's not forget where we are building these. Alright. I don't think I had double stone that whole time. Let's fix that. Alright, now we got double stone. Rebuilds. If we end up at more than 12, I was right. Okay, maybe we did have double stone. I don't know what's going on. My brain is failing me rapidly. Okay, can't get more glass, but I want dates. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and resume. Man, Carpetania has really popped off here. This is big victory for me. Adoetus Carosus died from overwork. He was the arbiter. Okay, we need a new arbiter. I may want to actually... she's got a little bit of statesmanship, but we need a lot of AE reduction real quickly here. 11 charisma, no statesmanship, but she would be fine otherwise. Nefarious tendencies, but she's pretty loyal. Let's put her in there. Let's build it up. Yeah, this is going to take a while. Okay. And our economy is now looking real good. False leads in Iapsis. While there's been some indication that Iapsis could be a site of interest for prospecting, turned out there is little value there. Okay. I wonder if it's going to work its way through, because there was Iapsis, and then I think Fortuna, which is an auspicious name for a place like that, then Alonsis as well. I guess we'll see if we get anything from that. 12k manpower now, that's pretty good. Whew, all right. And then the capital will just be at Ortega. There's no other good location for the capital here, other than Empori, which I can't get for a little while here. All right. I like having a lot of manpower room to expand up to as well. We got Oratory Advance 2 for more country civ level. Very good. Okay, let's go ahead and grab granted manumission. Enabling slave owners to release their slaves with genuine legal status is vital to the continued coexistence of owner and slave. Pop promotion speed, very good. Centralization is nearly at 100%. Well, not quite, but it's getting there pretty briskly here. Once we actually reform, all these bonuses will go, which will be a big change, but ultimately the long-term bonuses of not being a tribe for these things is definitely noteworthy. Okay. I wonder if... I know, but I'm wondering. These guys are Massalian. So it's 15, and then these guys are going to be, well, okay, it's not quite. But even putting aside the exact numbers here, I mean, numbers-wise, we beat this defensive league very, very easily, but strategically, what war score is needed for just this? They bring in, who else? They bring in Massilia, obviously. But who else do they bring in? Bring in these guys. These guys are really not a concern. What about Oxibia? No. What about these guys down here? No, these guys, what is this, like, border war situation down here? Okay, I don't know exactly. We don't have a claim on them, though. Maybe we wait until 500 to get a claim. I mean, the chance of us getting a claim on them, though, we have so many neighbors, is very low. Probably need to fabricate this one myself. The other thing, too, is, yeah, I think I do need to fabricate, don't I? Pirate Haven over here. You know what? Making... No, that's too close to our city. Never mind. Never mind. We need to recover anyways. We shouldn't be doing anything right now. Oh, you know what? I did not sell off my... Let's do that now. Alright, sell slavery. I shall never release you. Sell you, though, definitely. Sell you. Sell you. Sell you. Sell you. Sell you. Release you. You know what, actually, don't mind more tyranny right now, because I need more AE reduction. Okay. Alright, a little bit of money from that. Save up our money, though. Another trade route from commercial ventures, very nice. Okay, let us bring in probably just more gold at this point. Yeah, I think just more gold for now. Trade with Rome. Alright. I think actually befriending Rome as a goal here might be pretty good. They would be a good help against Carthage for sure. They would definitely help out if I were to declare on Carthage. Now that they don't have a border with Carthage, though, without the Sicilian Carthaginian holdings. They also took Carthage's stuff over here in the islands. Carthage is getting occupied by... Really? Civic advances. Alright, very nice. Now we can grab Hypocost for 5% more monthly PI and 3% national citizen output. The Romans pioneered the creation of underfloor heating. Using a complex system of flues and furnaces, the Hypocost was a rare but prestigious addition to villas and bathhouses. Alright, very good. Things are definitely going pretty good at this stage of things. We're nearing the 50-year mark of the campaign, and I think we are doing quite well. I don't remember how far I got in the original Carpetania campaign, but I think I'm doing a bit better than before. I have a much better game knowledge at this point, so I feel more confident what I'm doing and how I'm making these different plans. It really makes a big difference, the confidence level you feel with this game. False leads in Fortuna. Okay, well, so far this 300 gold investment is not proving super helpful, but the chance at another gold resource is certainly quite tempting, so I will... Oh, I just closed that, but we got another advance. I think it was a religious advance. Actually, it was probably martial advance. Okay, with martial advance now, what do we want to go for? Probably cultural administration. This is just really, really good to get early on. Okay, let's grab a graded citizenship, or rather a gradated citizenship, a series of levels, each denoting different rights and privileges which can be attained by non-citizens in our nation, ensure that there's a ladder to climb and that there's always something to work towards. Very nice. We got 10 monthly research as a tribe, which is just wild. What's my score looking like? We are number 6. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. Getting through all of the Ubiaka stuff is just, like, this temporary bonus for my nation. I do want this, for sure. And I do want this. We can definitely import stone. So this will just take time. This is instant, this takes a year. This is instant, but it takes a long time to get the PI for the city, and then I have to build all the libraries, and then the nation gets a bonus for 10 years, which is good, but not permanent. This doesn't... This makes Urbiaka... I think I'm going to just abort the mission once I finish this stuff here, because doing all this is going to take such a long time, and I just don't know if it's worth it. Oh, hold on, I only needed to do Embellish Toiletum to finish this. I didn't even realize. Okay, never mind. We're going to finish the mission. We can pull this off. Alright. Just need to get one more business investment from PI, and then we're going to be good to go. And then we'll see what happens. Who's the successor still? Okay, it is still Karasuna. And then next up after her in the queue would be Madaganus. Okay. We shall see. How is my assimilation looking over here? You know what, the state religion situation is diminished a little bit, but I'm just going to keep it going. It's high enough that I think, on average, we're going to do pretty good in those areas. I guess we'll see what happens at the end of this. I'll have to wait 1 year for the... Or no, half a year for the next investment. Then we'll wait 1 year for... Oh, Cassia Wayaunus Tutamalis died of dysentery. Okay. How's Massilia doing in this war? Looks like they're managing to recover some of their territory. Granaries raided in Contestania Septentrionalis. Here we go. My false flag operation I talked about a couple episodes ago has gone into effect, it looks like. Let's replace the stockpiles and trade away some wine. Very good. Can I move the capital back? I really want to. Like, go down to 21. It's not worth it yet. I have to wait. Poor harvest. Let us lose popularity. That's fine. Topolia going wild over here. I do like to see the AI start to blob up around this point. Also, things in Gaul are even more crazy. Got big Belgica, big Iduia, Nitobrigia doing well, Wenedia doing well too. Everybody wants my goods now. Very nice. Give myself some more coffee here. Only got one hand available. Alright, there we go. Lost one of our units from Contestania, that's fine. Probably promoting up to be a noble or something, which I am more than fine with, honestly. I love the Parthia flag. That's really cool. Parthia is doing really well. No surprises there. Yeah, Selly... Oh man, they took a lot of stuff from Seleucids. Look at that. Yikes. Got all the way to Aspathan. They just split the Seleucids apart. Yeah, I think Seleucids are starting to have some trouble. Tribalia! Oh my goodness. Alright. I got territory down here as well. Alright. Pretty good. Pretty good. Almost have enough. Just need to get to 80, then we're going to be in the clear. I can also switch my law if I wanted to. But I don't think it's worth it because we're going to ascend out of the tribal stage pretty soon. And the PI and stability. I don't think it's worth 15 stability to change one of these laws. Having to save up PI and not do the sacrifices for the stability. I have so much stability. Oh, here we go. The perfect timing. All right. This is my arbiter. Ooh. I really want the PI, but we're nearly there. Let's not go crazy right now. We need the stability next time, perhaps. Man, 0.31, 0.30 now per month is brutal. We really need to do a sacrifice, but we just don't have the stability free. We're almost there. Just a few more months. War exhaustion's almost down to 0. That's pretty good. AE is declining nice and quickly as well. Is this all that's left of Carpetania? Is this one tile? That's pretty sad. Carpetania is a pretty powerful early tribe down here. Now, also, Imperator has inexplicably maintained their full alliance with Carthage. I don't know what Carthage is doing, being allied with them like that. Who's this? Klaus. Okay. Kind of an odd alliance network to have, but okay. Rome is actually starting to think about it a little bit. Who are these guys fighting? They're fighting the Illyrians. An alliance with Rome would be pretty powerful. I mean, not that I think anyone will attack me. Even Carthage probably doesn't really feel confident attacking me, and they don't really have a reason to attack me. Do they have a claim on me? I don't think they actually have a claim on me. I'm fairly sure, yeah, they have no claims on me. With a claim on me, they might do it, but I'm not sure that they would. I think they'd be scared to. I think they see my strength and they would hesitate. Which is a good place to be in, to be sure. I mean, in a campaign like this, it is kind of a mad scramble to build up the power to not be attacked by Carthage. Petition. The wealthier residents of Castillo have sent a formal petition on behalf of the entire province, complaining about the harsh ways of their governor, Sonorix Wodenessos. It seems his taxation policy is causing quite the furor among landowners, who are having to work their slaves to the bone in order to meet tax quotas. It is certainly unusual for our subjects to complain in such a manner. Perhaps we ought to consider their arguments carefully. Oh my goodness. What? Oh my god. This guy is so corrupt. 34 corruption? Okay, no wonder these guys are mad. Oh my god, yeah. I mean, I knew this guy had corruption problems, but this is a little absurd. That's a lot of finesse, but this amount of corruption is just making it real questionable. Alright. I gotta address this. This is just not gonna fly. Oh my god, the next best character has a ton of corruption as well. Alright. How about Camarcus Tutamalis? A little bit of statesmanship. Super loyal. No corruption at all. Alright. What have you done to the... Let's see. I think there's only 2 in your governorship. Yeah. Okay, this one here... 71%. No, 28%. So yeah, that's definitely the right way to do it then. And then over here... 85. Put you on to assimilation. Yeah, 31%. Alright, keep that going. And then we lost a little bit of PI as well for doing that. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and call it here. We're going to get our last business investment going in the next episode. But either way, this has been quite the episode of the Carpetania campaign. We have grown enormously, and our power continues to escalate out of control. And we're almost done with the Pearl of Contestani mission, or actually the end is in sight, and Bellis Troletum is just going to take a little bit of time, but I think in the next episode we're going to be able to finally finish this mission and see what awaits us with the Reformation to a monarchy. So either way, that's going to be it for this episode of the Carpetania campaign. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.